ஆசீர்வாதங்களாக இருக்கிறது.
The blessings that God has for your nation are very glorious and wonderful. He is going to raise up a prophetic generation. Your young people rise up as prophets. Your churches will become prophetic churches. Your children will prophesy. Your ministers will become renowned ministers and will do great renowned works around the world. The Lord will sanctify the foundation of your churches. He will fill your land with good things. God will raise up mighty men who will demonstrate the power of God. A prophetic anointing will cover the whole land. The last days evangelic message will go all over the world through you. The last days angels will manifest themselves continuously to you, ascending and descending in this nation. God's counsels will continually come upon this land. God will continually meet these people. There will signs appear in the sky above this nation. The Lord will tangibly speak to this nation. Even during your church services, you will tangibly and audibly hear the voice of God. God will show you changes in the natural order. God will speak to you through signs in the heavens. A huge group of people will tangibly see angels coming down in the heavens. God will bring command a revival upon children. Whenever the children gather, God will suddenly manifest His power. Many children will be taken in the spirit to heaven and see glorious things. A mighty revival will come upon your nation, and it will be a sign to other nations. These are all the spiritual blessings that God is going to give you, and He has kept many physical blessings for you. God will prevent the many natural disasters that come upon your land. God will establish the foundation of your nation. God will give command to the winds and the seas and bind them. He will look at the waves that comes roaring and say, thus far you can come, but not further. God will enlarge your irrigation. God will increase your harvest. God will lift up your economic. All the hidden treasures that are under your feet that you do not know yet, God will bring them to the forefront. That many people have gone overseas to work will now come back to your own land. Many people will develop industries and companies in this land. Many wealthy industries will come to the Philippines and will begin to open up new industries. You will give work to many people from abroad. God will increase the economic situation of the country. These are all the physical blessings that God has kept in store for you. And He has promised us a third blessing, the work of your hands. Everything that the work of your hands will be prosperous. There is a word in the word of God that talks about Isaac. There was famine all around him. There was no rains. Every irrigatable lands became dry. But in the midst of famine, Isaac sowed. God blessed his seed. That year, he reaped 100-fold harvest. How is it possible? How is it could be done? There was no rain. The rivers were not flowing. Even all the land had been dried up. In what faith he sowed the land? How did the seeds grow? That is the seed of the people of God. We do not trust the rains and sow. We do not sow just on dry land. We believe on God who gives the harvest. Therefore we shall receive 100-fold harvest. We don't need the rain. We do not need a good irritable land. We just need a God who blesses us. God will bless the works of your hands. Whatever you sow will be prosperous. The business that you do will be prosperous. God will not cause any dryness to come to your works of your hands. Many inventors will rise up from your land. God will use your wisdom and your intelligence. These are all the good thoughts that God has for your land. God says whenever you obey Him, you will inherit all these blessings. God is a God who is not a respecter of persons over this land. But at the same time, He is a righteous judge. But when this nation forgets the word of God, when this nation begin to go astray from God, if they are not careful to inherit what God has promised, if they will commit their flesh to corruption and commit their blood to adultery, God will bring great wrath and judgment upon this land. Many dangerous things will come upon the land. Just like how the blessings comes and the world talks about you, likewise when the curses come upon the land, it will also talk about it abroad.